Data is all around us. We used to store data on paper, big files. If you still remember the traditional place of work, usually big books, big account books, but now we store them in computer systems. We store them online in what we call databases. If you are a company and it's in different locations, you can connect each branch with the other through databases. We have the relational database, and one method through which we are able to achieve storing data in databases is through creating tables. After creating the table, then we insert the data directly into the table. Usually have the row and the column. Welcome back to VetMe channel. It's still the 366 day breaking into tech challenge, and today we will be considering how to insert data into a table. We created a new table in our last video and we named it TBL VetMe Photography Studio. Now it's time for us to input values into our table. Let's get to work. Don't forget that the table comprises of row and column, feeds and records. Alright, we start by clicking on the SQL Server Management Studio, and we allow it to load, and here are we click on connect and we move to the object or explorer window. From there we click on databases, then we select the photography database, and we look at the table. We click on the table and we go to the particular table we created, click on it, and we click on edit top 200 rows. This is where we go to insert our data into the table. So you can see we have the feed ID, photographer name, camera name, location, date, remark. So we start. The ID is 1. Then the first photographer, we enter the name John Smith. Then we move to the camera model. We enter the camera model Canon EOS. Then we move to the location. We enter the location New York. Then we enter the date. We enter the remark, and we continue that way. This particular data is having 10 rows, so we are having 10 photographers in this particular table of data. So we make sure we put in all the names. Emily Johnson, and the camera model Nikon D750, the location Paris. Then we put the date, we put the remark. The red alert there is showing that we are yet to save those feeds. So once you click on the enter button, the red alert disappears, showing that it is saved. So the function of that red alert is to notify you that that particular entry is yet to be saved. Let's take note of that. Here, as you can see, we are in the 10th row, and this will be our final row for tonight. This ID, identification number 10, and the photographer name Lauren Wilson, the camera model inputted, followed by the location. Our camera model is Leica Q2, then the location this time around is Amsterdam. That's lovely. Then the date 2024 February 08. Then the remark, we have to input our remark or we leave it null. Since we allow null, for remark, but this time around we are inputting the remark, and the remark here is you can do better. I believe you can do better. All right, let's hit the enter key so that the red alert can disappear. And yes, we have our 10 entries now. Here, after that, we are sure that we have our entries there. We close the table, and we can always go to the table to check, and then we select the first 1000 rows, and here you can see the window for the result, so you can expand that, and here's your data. It can be more than that depending on the number of rows. So this is how to insert data into our database. Yeah, thank you.